What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. That's right, you guys, and oh snap, it's gonna be an awesome freaking day. But first, if you guys haven't done so already, be sure to follow me on all social medias and check out my website. Links are down there in the description. So guys, welcome back, and happy Utility Thursday. That's right, you guys. So out of all the mods that you guys voted for on the last Utility Thursday, this is the one that won, and I'm pretty excited to get into this, and you guys were too. A lot of you voted for this one, so thank you guys so much for voting again. But don't forget, down there in the comment section, vote 1, 2, or 3 on the mods that you see down there. And let me know what you guys want to see in the next Utility Thursday. So without further ado, let's go and get into this, shall we? So cooking, brewing, and alchemy of Skyrim. An interesting looking mod, and I'm liking it because it's a big overhaul to something that I never used a whole lot of. You know, I never got into alchemy, never got into cooking food, but when I did my Let's Play, I found it to be a very important thing because we were using the I need food, water, and sleep mod, so we were needing to actually eat actual food. So let's go and check this out, shall we? So what exactly does this mod add? Well, this mod adds a ton of features into the game that goes along with alchemy and cooking. So, cooking pots and alchemy stations now appear in all inns that didn't already have them. Exact locations may vary a bit, so make sure to keep an eye out for them. Brewing yeast has been added to the game, which can be purchased from meadery workers as well as some innkeepers, and that's what you're gonna need to make the new drink recipes. Now there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 new drinks, I believe, 4 of which they require quests to finish. Now, I know of 2 of them. You have to go to Dragon's Bridge and talk to Ulda. I don't know where she's at, though. She's probably in a bar, if it has to do with brewing. And then the other one, the Argonian Ale, the Argonian Ale is the one where you have to steal the Argonian Ale from, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I'll link both quests down there in the description for you to check that out. But the other 2, I'm not sure. It's with the, let's see, it's with the spiced wine and the firebrand wine. So I believe there's 2 mods that coincide with that stuff. So then, once you do those quests, you'll be able to craft them. But everyone's favorite drink, skooma, can finally be made. So you can make your own damn skooma and get all of Skyrim addicted to it. But let's see what else does it add, because it not only adds the drinks, it adds new cooking recipes based on grilled leeks, baked potatoes, curry, shepherd's pie, basted charas meat, charas pie, cooked meat for basically all the animals. So instead of just having venison and, you know, seared slaughterfish and, you know, mud crab legs, you can have, let's see, what else can you have? You can have, like, wolf, boar, bear. You can have all sorts of stuff, guys. It's amazing. We'll take a look at it inside one of the cooking pots. And then, last but not least, new ingredients: ground dragon scales, ground dragon bones, and brewer's yeast, which is pretty freaking sweet. Then it also adds a bowl of spice, raw meats for most animals, ingredient recipes, a new workbench, a brewing station, which we'll get into, a hand-operated mill available near Pelagia Farm, as well as 6 beehives that are both leveled and respawning, located around Pelagia Farm and Hunting Brew Meadery. So let's go ahead and check this out, shall we? So we're up here in Whiterun, and let's go ahead and come into the Bannered Mare, and we'll check out what you can do inside of the cooking pot, and then we'll talk to the innkeeper about picking us up some spices as well as some brewer's yeast. So okie dokie, hold on, we will be right there with you. Let me go ahead and find the cooking pot. Here it is. So the cooking spit, here we go. Inside of food, we have our apple cabbage stew, we have our basted charas meat, bear jerky, bear stew, beef jerky as usual, charas pie, chicken jerky. You can now make jerkies, and that's so damn cool. Chicken stew, clam chowder, cooked bear meat. I don't know how good bear would be, though. I feel like it would be really, really tough. I'm not sure. It's just kind of a thing. But we got cooked boar meat, cooked dog meat, that's always been there. Saber cat meat curry, dog jerky if you need a little bit of food. I don't know what you're going to do killing dogs for, but dog stew. And each and every single one of the stews, just as normal, gives you kind of a little bit of a buff. Stamina is increased by 25 points for 720 seconds, restores 2 points of stamina per second for 720 seconds, and restores 10 points of health. So that's pretty cool. Elsewhere fondue, a goat jerky. We got ourselves some honey right here, horker jerky. Let's see, we got horker and ash yam stew, horse jerky. There's so much freaking jerky in here. Holy good God, you could run a business based off of jerky. We got mammoth meat, but that's always been in here. Mammoth stew, pheasant jerky, rabbit haunch, rabbit jerky, saber cat jerky, shepherd's pie, which restores 25 points of health, which is really cool. Superb soup, which restores, let's see, stamina, 10 points of stamina, restores 20 points of health, and cures all diseases. That's pretty cool. The Pride, yet another amazing one. Holy good God. That is so damn cool. There is so much stuff. Venison jerky, wolf steak, and wolf stew. Not to mention, you got charred skeever hide inside of here as well. Now, those are all of the food recipes that you can now make. Tons more have been added to Skyrim, which is really kind of cool. The grilled leeks is another one. Very cool. And, you know, for those of you that enjoy cooking and all that stuff, this might be the mod for you. Now, before you go anywhere, Hulda, we need to go ahead and talk to you about picking up some brewer's yeast. So if we go ahead and come into food, we can see she is selling, let's see, we got baked potatoes. She is selling baked potatoes, but bowls of spice resist 10% of frost damage for 20 seconds, but you can also use these bowls of spices to enhance recipes. Now, you should have brewer's yeast inside of here, but she doesn't. Aha, there it is. So 10 brewer's yeast. It's fairly inexpensive, 30 gold for 10, so that's pretty good. And then I'm pretty sure that's everything that we need in order to make this stuff. There's the wine. We can now brew our own wine, which honestly this adds such a it's such a cool thing to add into Skyrim. Now, back here is what you're looking for, the brewing station. It looks just like a gigantic oversized barrel. They're mostly behind all of the taverns. The first one that I found was in the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, but this one, the Bannered Mare in Whiterun, does indeed have one. Now, as you can see inside of here, we have our ale, Blackbriar mead, Blackbriar Reserve, honey mead, haunting brew mead, mead with juniper berry, nord mead, snowberry mead, and wine. And then in the miscellaneous section, you got yourself Colovian gin, as well as skooma, 2 moon sugar, and some nightshade. Just as everybody knows, time to get freaking wasted! But Colovian gin cures all diseases, restores 25 points of stamina, decreases the target stamina regeneration by 20% for 10 seconds. So that's both good for you and great for poisoning someone. Pretty cool. Just force feed them gin. But as you can see, all of the stuff has the basic, you know, ingredients as well as not the enchantment, but what it does to you. But it's really cool because look at it. This one, you need Frost Miriam, Brewer's Yeast, Green Apple, Red Apple Honey. So cool. And then you need green apples for that, red apples. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, those are beers brewed from apples. It's kind of nifty. Now let's see, honey, brewer's yeast. Just so cool. I love that so freaking much. Now I believe you'll need the spices. Oh wait, no, maybe the spices are for your different foods and stuff. What the hell are you looking at, Sadia? But let's see. Let's go ahead and run down to where Pelagia Farm is at. We'll take a look at where all of our, you know, our hand-operated mill available near Pelagia Farm, as well as the 6 beehives. Alright, so I do believe this is the hand-operated mill that we were talking about. This is a grain mill, but let's see. Sack of flour, as well as bone meal, ground dragon bones, ground dragon scales, as well as spriggan sap. Now this is pretty cool. You can make your own spriggan sap with tap roots. Dragon scales for ground dragon scales, and then ground dragon bones for all that stuff. Now that's pretty cool because they're all alchemical ingredients, but it looks like you only have a certain amount of time before it wears out. But you can make yourself bone meal, troll skulls, which is a very, very nice thing to have. And then these apiaries, these all have respawning amounts of honeycomb inside of them. At least I'm pretty sure that's what that means inside of the mod description, because it does say there are 6 beehives leveled and respawning located around Pelagia Farm and Haunting Brew Meadery. Now, there's quite a few if there's 6. Let's see, we just saw one. I think there's one over here. Yep, there's one right there. And then the other ones must be closer to Haunting Brew Meadery because I've only seen 2. But like I said, in and around this area is going to be, or are going to be, the beehives for you to grab yourself some honeycomb to make fresh honey inside of your cooking pots and all that stuff. So it's gonna be a good thing for those of you that enjoy cooking, you know, the cooking aspect of Skyrim, or, you know, if you have the survival mods installed, this is a wonderful addition for you because it adds so much to the world of Skyrim as far as cooking and you know, alchemy goes. Now we got 3 more over here, and each of these is going to respawn. It's probably just on a timer, I would imagine, but even still, kind of a nifty mod to have. So what are my impressions on this mod? Well, having never done cooking, having really never done alchemy and stuff like that, I would actually consider keeping this inside of my load order just in case, because if I decided to do another Let's Play on, you know, with survival mode installed, this would be a perfect thing to have, because the amount of variety in your diet you could have is perfect. Not to mention, it's a lot of fun being able to, yes, you know, grow your stuff at home, or, you know, go out into the wild and pick all of the natural ingredients for you to make your brandies, to make your wines, to make your food, all sorts of that stuff, because it would give hunting that much more of a fun aspect to it. But I do believe that's everything that this mod has to offer, guys. But if you guys loved it, let me know down there in the comment section. And don't forget, vote 1, 2, or 3 on the mods down there in the comment section. And guys, I will see you in the next video.